All right, y'all. I know people have been asking what the Shear Madness Fabrics Taco Rapport that was designed with my Vag Bag Taco Bag in mind. And this is what it looks like. It's a full yard. It has more than enough for you to make a bag just like this. And so I will walk you through and show you how I laid mine out so you can have one that looks just like mine, especially because I know people have been asking, how'd you do the magic of having the shell bottom match the shell side since there's pockets? And then, whoa, I had stuff inside. And how'd you do that? Blah. So this is how I did it. All right. So I'm going to put this out of the way. First things first. And I'm going to move this around as I'm showing you so I can get everything as close to the camera as possible. Starting off with my card slot piece. Remember, it's on the fold. This one I don't have on the fold, so I'm going to just put it here. And you would have it here, so your card slot piece would be right here. Went up and down because you want those pieces to eventually look like see how I have the layers like this? And that's because I used the stripes, and so when you fold it you end up having layers. I just tossed that. Next up, I do my zipper pocket. So one pocket here, the next one here. So I have my stripes for my zipper pocket. Right? We're going to slide it on down. Next up, you can do this with the strap, or you can kind of, and I'll show you how to squeak some out of the solid shell. But if you want to use this stripe is wide enough where you go extra, like kind of in the middle, and then when everything's folded, you'll only see this because these parts will get folded into the middle. Because remember, you fold it once and then you fold it again. So this gets folded in half here and then folded again in. You get the gist. So you could use that on this stripe right below. See, out of the way. Okay. Next, we've got our zipper tab. Zipper tab, I wait a little bit to cut so I can try to, because I'm fussy cutter, so I can try to match where I ended up having my piece at the bottom. It's usually going to be the salsa, so if you want to cut the salsa, I think that's about where it ends up being. But you can tell by the pattern piece. All right, now how I get my pattern piece to have the shell on the bottom is I draw a line on my pattern piece. Excuse the way mine is, it's all written up on it and all that, but I drew a line 2.75 inches from the bottom, so 2.75 inches here, and that is where we're going to line it up with the shell. So you're going to, if this was folded, this is on the shell. Let me slide all this out of the way so you can see this even closer. All right, so your shell is on that line. See, folding it up so you can see your shell's there and all your toppings are above the line. So that way when you put your pocket is being stitched on that line. Where's my pocket? So this ends up being my pocket right here on top. So then my pocket is this, and so it matches up perfect. So you cut 1, 2, just like that. Then with below it, you cut your slip pocket. 1, 2, just like that. Okay? Now, if you did it one right after the other, you will have enough room if you want your full strap. If you don't want to worry about some topping peeking out, you do have enough room for it to double over from, if you tuck it in right where that cut is, and then it will double over right in there. Okay? Then you take your gusset, and down here you're going to cut 1, 2, remember it's mirrored, 3, 4, remember mirrored. And then with this last little piece of shell, you can cut your strap connector. So you can fit all of your shell and have your toppings be on the inside. That's the way I designed the rapport with Kristen. All right, we'll discuss it. Next up is the meat. The meat. So the meat I use as my lining. So we need, for the full main body, 1 and then 2. And then we cut 4 gussets. 1, mirrored 2, 3, mirrored 4. So that you go across. Then I cut my card slot trim, 1, 2, and my card slot bottom trim, 1. All of that'll fit here. And then last but not least, you've got all your lettuce here for your lettuce ruffle. And you will probably have some extra left over for you to do maybe another smaller project. Or if you ordered multiple yards in a row, I think if you ordered 3 yards, you might be able to squeeze, if you really fussy cut and do tight, you might even be able to squeeze 4 bags out of it. But I mean squeeze, so don't quote me on that. But that's what we are at. That's how to lay it out. I hope that helps you. If you still are confused exactly where to put it, just message me. I'm going to take some pictures also, and I'm going to add it into the pattern, and I will post in the group about that as well. So, all right, hope that helps. See ya.